You gotta be... Is your back nice and cool? You lucky fucker. When you're ready.
All right. Thank you for listening to episode 22 of
Dude!
It's Entertainment. All right, we have another good show lined up.
Yes, we do.
We're going to talk some MCU, DC, I don't even know what to call it, stuff.
But before we go there, we gotta let everybody know, it is hot as the devil's nutsack
Yes.
in here. And we are sweating.
Yeah.
And so we do have the AC unit running. It's not even a very good one. But we have that running. And
Right.
so if you hear it, we apologize. But
It's
we
totally
ain't fucking
running.
turning it off.
If you hear that or if you see us sweating, that's why.
Yeah. And we got wipes for the face.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, and look, if you hear
not
it,
eyeballs.
tell some friends about it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, even, I guess if you said, hey, remember when those guys were real sweaty? Maybe somebody would be like, oh, that sounds like my kind of show.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Oh, were they wrestling?
They-
You're like, yeah, maybe they're wrestling on the
Oh,
podcast.
yeah, you didn't hear about the podcast where you might be able to hear the air conditioner?
Yeah.
Boy, it's crazy.
Oh, that's nuts.
Subscribe, follow,
I think we're going to
like,
let hits
comment.
off that. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's a good
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Good hypotenuse.
By the way, I'm trying a new energy drink.
What is
This
it?
flavor's Viking Berry.
You always get the coolest one.
He does too.
How can you not get that?
Yeah,
Has
that-
Viking on it.
Yeah, he's pretty
Let me see
badass
that,
looking,
let's see that.
too.
Oh wow. Okay.
How does it taste?
Oh wait, let me tell you.
Ooh.
Delightful.
Wow.
You would say delightful?
That's
what is a mountain berry anyway?
It's like a mixed
Viking
berry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, let me. I'm gonna taste this for the first time.
I would love
Oh yeah, go ahead. Tell us how that
Let's
tastes.
see how Yingling beer tastes. I've never had this before. It's delicious. It's absolutely delicious. You know, they should market this.
They should. And they didn't even pay us to say that.
Yeah.
That'd be
that was all
fantastic.
free.
That was all
Yeah.
free.
Yeah.
If we get famous, I want to go back to this one. We're going to give her 35 cents.
So we're going to talk about the MCU. We're going to talk about Axel's topic.
yeah.
Which
David Hahn, the nuclear Boy Scout.
I'm excited about
That
this.
sounds
I am
interesting.
so
Yeah.
excited. I just learned about this Sunday night.
Oh, badass.
Ooh.
This is a new topic.
It's not weird.
Well, and I guess that's probably good. You said you just learned about this Sunday night. It's probably a good point to jump in that, hey, we're recording early.
Yep.
So we will not be live this week.
That's true.
Right.
But we will still be throwing it up on YouTube.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
YouTube.
That will be Sunday as normal.
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah, because we're kind of
Yeah.
taking a week off next week since
Yes.
I'll be away. So we're recording early this week. We're going to put the main episode on Sunday like usual. And then the next Sunday we're going to save the bonus episode for that.
Yeah. Yeah, just because we don't have anything. We won't have anything until the following week.
Yeah.
Vacations happen, bitches. Not for me.
Go outside and
But-
enjoy the independence
Oh,
Yes.
the Independence Day.
if you're from the U.S.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
not, then just
It's just
do
good
whatever you
life
normally
for
do.
it. Yeah, probably go to
I mean,
work. Well, that
the
sucks.
other thing you're gonna do anyways is cook some hot dogs and watch the fireworks. You can still do that. It doesn't have to be a special day.
Right, yeah.
That's a true statement.
Yeah.
I love hot dogs.
I mean, I'm a glizzy king.
Right.
That's what I'm known as. at
You
work.
do enjoy
Someone
it.
has said that.
Yeah, I've many people.
All right, so James Gunn, who's directing the new Superman movie,
Right.
was the director of the
Guardians
of the Galaxy.
Yeah. So you just told me this guy actually normally directed the MCU.
Yeah, he's working in the MCU
And
for
then
Marvel.
he
It
left
was.
them
Yeah.
because
And now, he's...
Money.
He's like, you said, like the Kevin Feige of DC,
DC
right now.
Yeah. He's putting it all together.
So
Yeah.
he
you know.
made the Peacemaker show, and next is Superman.
Right.
Yeah.
His first one was the Blue Beetle.
Oh, yeah.
And, nobody went to see it.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, nobody really knows.
no, and I didn't go see it either.
I never
But
saw it.
Me
I
either.
did watch it.
Did you?
Yeah.
And
And?
it was okay. It wasn't a great
Sure.
MCU movie. It wasn't absolutely ass poor like the Spider-Woman one.
Oh, right.
But it was okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it was. Honestly, if you didn't watch it, it's a good 2-hour spend. It has good. The guy's powers are pretty neat.
Yeah.
It's
Sure.
a neat.
The
concept.
suit looked cool.
Yeah. Well filmed.
I hope they bring it in a little bit so people go, oh wow, we missed it, and go back and give it some love if it doesn't suck.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it.
I think it's free now. You
I'm
should
not
give
a
it a watch.
DC person.
Outside of Batman, I'm
Right.
not really either.
Yeah, I mean,
I liked Man of Steel.
I like those ones.
Yeah.
You
know?
I liked the. Who directed those?
Snyder.
Zack Snyder. I liked his movies.
How could you not like Green Lantern?
I don't know. I'm about to think about that.
That was a weak outing, though.
Now, hang on,
It wasn't
Aquaman. The first Aquaman was cool as fuck.
That was.
It was decent.
I thought that was badass.
I
the second one I didn't even watch.
I liked all of them except for Wonder Woman 1984.
Yeah, that sucked.
Oh,
the first
man.
Wonder Woman I thought was a
That
great
was
movie.
I thought it was awesome.
You know, I mean, so
It
there was
wasn't,
quite
it
a few
wasn't
good ones.
similar to Captain America at all.
Well, right.
You know?
Well, but the thing about it was they never got the popularity that Marvel got because Marvel's Marvel and DC's DC. And it's
Well,
going to be that
DC
way.
characters suck and Marvel's don't.
Well, that's a popular opinion.
I said
That's an opinion.
It's an opinion someone has here, but we're not saying what we have.
All right, that's okay. You don't have to.
That's only 33%.
That's only 3%
of our opinion.
You don't know what the rest of our opinion is.
So, Zack Snyder, James Gunn has been doing interviews for Superman, and recently talked about how at a certain point in Marvel, I think it was after Endgame, and when they really started pushing Disney Plus, there was a corporate mandate that Marvel needed to produce more movies and more TV shows every year.
It was increased in quantity.
Right.
No
That's
matter
when he was still
no
there.
matter the cost.
So it was in Rolling Stone, and the interviewer said, over at Marvel, they've been pretty open about the fact that they realized what's gone wrong over the past few years. They put out too much stuff. And then James Gunn said, and Louis D'Esposito, who's an executive producer for Marvel, he said, and Louis said that privately to me, I don't even know if it's really their fault. And Rolling Stone said they were under a corporate mandate, and James Gunn said that wasn't fair, it wasn't right, and it killed them.
Yeah, but
So
they
the
still
corporation wanted them to do it.
Yeah.
right, put out more content.
Yeah,
they
said we
didn't
need
tell
more
them to
movies.
put out stuff that sucked.
But I think that's his point, is they were rushed and they
Well,
didn't have time to make it like they wanted.
To craft it,
Right.
and I dig it.
Well,
man,
but to your point, I see what you're saying too. They could have picked better content.
yeah,
There's other superheroes out there that are badass that
Right.
they could have made into.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing comes to mind.
I don't know anyone.
Yeah, I don't know anyone.
You know.
I'll give you an example. And this is not a really good example, but there was a movie out called The Teenage Mutants.
Oh, yeah.
You guys seen that?
Teenage-
Well, I don't know if it was that. Was it called Teenage Mutants? Yeah, Teenage Mutants.
Oh, maybe it's not. I was thinking of New Mutants.
New Mutants. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's Marvel.
Yeah, right.
Well, that was
And-
Fox right before.
That was Fox.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, the New Mutants, I loved them when I was a kid. I had
So
all the
did I.
comic books. Those guys were the bomb. Like Cannonball. They had
Sam,
some.
fuck
Oh
yeah.
my god, they had some great heroes. One girl could turn into like a werewolf. I mean, that was her kind of.
Wolfbane, yeah, she's
yeah.
dope.
Dude, there were so
That
many.
black guy turned his sunspot.
His sunspot.
Oh, yeah.
He could shoot like these black beams of
Oh,
solar light.
Dude,
I mean,
and it looked amazing.
yes. So when I heard they were making a New Mutants movie, I thought, holy fuck!
Yeah.
This is the epitome of my life.
Yeah,
So I'm
right.
waiting for this my whole childhood.
Yep.
Right.
And then something happened. There's something happened in the MCU universe when they were filming it. And then they decided to make it into a horror movie, thinking it would save it because they didn't think it would work well as a superhero movie.
Right.
Ruined the whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
I mean, they still had some of their powers.
Ileana, she looked amazing, and the actress did a good job.
That Maisie Williams
from Game of Thrones.
Yeah, Game of Thrones is in it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's.
Yeah.
But even still, it was okay, right?
Mhm.
Because
was okay.
the very last scene,
It had a
was
very
an awesome
low-
fight scene. But
that's true.
That was the only part that was good in it. It was a fight scene at the very end.
But you could definitely tell it didn't have the budget.
No, it didn't.
It looked like a TV movie.
But now, see, now here I'm afraid that they'll never try it again.
Right.
But they failed because of how they try to make it. If they made an actual superhero movie with those group of people,
lean into it.
Oh my God, I'd be the
We're
first one.
We're nerds. That's what we do.
Right.
You know, just lean into it. Give us a good story.
Right.
Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah. So what we were talking about.
Well, we brought up the talk about picking the right character. Like if they didn't pick the content.
Yeah.
You know.
The content was important to me. You know, I love visual effects and the camera movements, but if I don't give a shit about that person,
then none of it matters.
None of it matters.
Right. Yep.
It's just a feast for my eyes, and I'm not going to watch it again.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. I mean, there have been some good ones since Endgame.
Yeah.
But I think overall the quality has gone down.
What would you say was the best one?
Since Endgame or total?
Since Endgame. But don't say Guardians of the Galaxy though. I don't know because I don't know if that came after that. But I still
Guardians 3 was after.
Okay, yes, we can't include that. That was awesome.
For me, it's tough between Deadpool and Wolverine and Spider-Man: No Way Home, the one with the other Spider-Man. I thought those were both incredible.
I
can't argue with that answer. I couldn't think of any, but you're right on. But I don't know that the Spider-Man. He's my favorite Spider-Man. Tom Holland. He's my favorite Spider-Man because he reminds me most of the Spider-Man we used to watch on the cartoon show when we were kids and in the comic. He was a young kid, and that's what he really pulled off. I think.
But Tobey coming back for me since that was when I was a kid, and that was my favorite superhero.
I was at the theater at midnight the night before for the Sam Raimi Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So having him come back was awesome.
I took the day off.
One movie?
I took the day off of work because during the I don't know if they still do it, but Thursdays in the summer was when they released the movies.
Oh, okay.
I had to take work off the next day because I was
probably called in sick.
Yeah.
I'm sick.
Yeah.
That didn't happen if HR's watching.
That was 31 years ago.
They'll still get you. They'll still get you.
It's on your permanent record. They weren't lying about that shit.
Yeah. I miss seeing movies at midnight. So I feel like that was definitely a much bigger thing.
Yeah.
20 years ago.
Fuck, going to the movies was a big
that's true.
We went to the releases of the Harry Potter books at fucking Walden.
I loved them. I loved Harry Potter movies. I loved the books. I read them all, and the movies were fantastic. You'll never.
I was there with the people dressed up as wizards and shit. It's fucking dope, man.
We should do a movie matchup with the Harry Potter trilogy compared to something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if anybody out there wants to tell us what they want a movie matchup against Harry Potter, it has to be a trilogy.
Yeah, you can
and fucking call.
Yeah, you can call in.
Call in and say
724-888. Dude.
Yeah, it's that easy.
Yeah, well, and we don't answer it, so
you don't even have to.
We'll play your voicemail.
Yeah,
and there is a special secret voice message from us when you call.
Yeah.
Oh, there is too.
So
it's pretty secret.
It's pretty secret.
If you haven't heard it, you really should.
It's just for you.
All right. So speaking of MCU, what do you have a favorite of all time? MCU
See, I was excited about this because I don't know if mine. I have two.
Yeah.
But the one, I don't even know if it's part of the MCU. So I'm kind of anxious that you guys tell me.
See, and I have two. They are MCU, but the first one you might not count.
Oh, okay.
It's Werewolf by Night.
Okay,
it's only Disney Plus.
Yeah.
I think I don't think it's even a full hour, maybe.
I don't think so.
I never even watched it.
It's so good, and they have a color version and a black and white version, and that black and white, such a...
He's a werewolf?
Tip of the hat to... He's only a werewolf for like 3 minutes of the movie.
Sounds good.
I feel like we need to go back and put the spoilers thing in there, right? If we're going to be talking about like that.
We can retro back in time.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
It's magic. This is all recording.
Good thing we're not streaming.
So he actually was only the bad guy for like 3 minutes? Yeah. Was he bad?
No.
He knew what he was doing?
He didn't want to be, but...
Right, but could he control his own actions is what I'm asking?
Once he could. So that's kind of.
And this is why I don't feel like it's a superhero movie. Like it's a monster movie, right?
But it.
Do you have
Swamp
superpowers?
Thing's in it.
Ooh.
Okay, maybe.
Do they fight?
No, they're friends.
Oh.
Of course they are.
It's the fucking best. It's the best. There's a bunch of monster hunters come together because this one guy died and had the.
So the monster hunters are after these two fuckers?
Not at first.
Okay.
At first they're after the Swamp Thing, which we don't know it's a Swamp Thing.
Okay.
Because this guy, he's saying, "Hey, I got a friend in here."
Right.
You know, right? And he calls him Tim, I think, something like that. And
that's what he calls the Swamp Thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're buddies.
Okay.
And you see the Swamp Thing's hand come out of the fucking bush, and you're like, "Holy fuck, it's gonna get him!" And it gives him a hug. And
no shit.
I'm telling you, it's the fucking coolest. It's so much fun. All the
Wait,
listen, I don't pitch movies. For
Yeah.
No, I know, but hang on.
Listen,
you have the whole MCU movie universe to pick from.
Yeah.
And you're picking a 1 hour TV show about a werewolf.
yeah, dude, it was so well done.
I know. I have to watch it. I have to watch it. I would have never watched it. Not in a million years.
I have both versions saved in my Disney Plus list, and the director by night, the behind the scenes. Fucking so much thought into.
That's insane. Yeah. Not in a million years. Huh?
No, we have to watch it.
No, I gotta watch. Listen, we could be fucking with you right now, and this could be the best fucking thing I've ever seen. I definitely want to watch it. Maybe.
I loved it.
I just feel like if no one's levitating or shooting fucking fireballs out of their asshole, I don't feel like it's really
right.
The MCU movie that you guys are talking about would hands down Ragnarok, Thor Ragnarok.
That's your favorite.
I went to sleep to that movie 4 months in a row, every night.
It's a good movie. It is a good movie.
Really good.
That's
Planet Hulk.
I mean,
he
took Thor from being in what a lot of people consider the worst movie in the MCU to arguably the best.
Yeah,
one of the best.
Yeah,
and then he did that Thor Gods of Thunder.
Yeah, that one wasn't as good.
See, I enjoyed it.
I thought it was okay. I was gonna say it was so dumb. It wasn't so dumb.
I enjoyed it.
It was okay.
But it was definitely a step down.
Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah.
I think you could kind of tell that's when MCU was kind of falling. Like it was okay. It wasn't great. Yeah. But that's when they started making some bad decisions.
The behind the things that I watch, these people that are working on these shows, the movies, are saying that they're filming and they don't have a finished script.
Oh, jeez. Just because they just need to get it done.
Yeah, and it's been going on.
You see, and I know they probably do that a lot.
I would bet.
But I think that's a problem.
Yeah.
Because if you're an actor and you don't know how your character would act throughout the whole movie, it'd be super hard to play it right.
You're not selling me on it.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
and I don't
at that point, yes.
Right.
And at that point, I would say it's not the actor's fault. It's the director's fault for not getting the fucking stuff to prepare for it.
Yeah. Although I do think that version of Thor is up there for one of my favorite as far as appearance.
Yeah.
I mean, his armor, that blue and gold armor.
Dude.
Oh, yeah.
Chris Hemsworth was really jacked for that.
Yeah, dude, he looked good. He looked good.
That armor was badass.
Yeah.
When he was in the arena... And the fucking helmet came. The fucking Hulk came out.
Wait a minute. Here's the other thing that movie has going for it.
So good.
That scene.
That was dope.
When the Hulk grabs him.
Oh, we're back to Ragnarok.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I meant in the fourth Thor, his armor in that movie.
Oh yeah. It was closer to comic book accurate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I want to see the Fantastic Four so bad.
Yeah.
The new one, they're using the old costumes from the original comic book, and it's like Earth, but it's not, and but it's like the futuristic future of what people at that time thought our world was going to be like today.
Yeah.
And it's so badass.
It's so cool.
You want to know why I'm really concerned?
Why?
This is another Marvel movie, and I'm talking. All of them, clean back to David Hasselhoff as the Punisher. Nick Fury. My apologies.
Okay.
Yeah, the Punisher was Dolph Lundgren.
Maybe you should talk about the sponsor.
It's probably a good idea. Tonight's sponsor is what is it? AK or
Cherry
AK
or AK.
Cherry AK.
AK. I was saying Louis C.K.
It took 60.
No, it's not Louis C.K.
That took 66% to
Yeah.
get to that
It took a lot of our percentages to
Call
figure this shit
teamwork.
out.
Yes. That's what we're
But
about.
tonight's sponsor is Cherry CK.
AK.
I'm not. We're not actually sure.
I'm sure it's Cherry AK.
Yeah, it is Cherry AK.
Yeah.
You confused me with that. That's your fault. Anyway, I mean, if Gordon's little escapade right there didn't explain how good this is, I don't know what will. I don't know how else to explain it.
Right.
It's
Man,
pretty
it's
good.
good.
It's pretty good.
You should try something.
Wow.
So you're saying you're concerned about Fantastic Four?
Oh, so another Marvel movie where the character that says a catchphrase isn't the person that says it. The Human Torch says, "Is it clobbering time?"
Oh, really? You don't like that?
That's Ben Grimm's fucking line.
Well, he might, but maybe when the full movie comes out and he says, "Is it clobbering time?" Maybe he answered it, "It's clobbering time," or something like that.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
I don't mind that either. That doesn't hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
It worries me.
I'll tell you what I was gonna say though. Oh, okay, so that's why I know I brought that up. But when the one fight scene.
Yep.
When the Hulk.
Thor and Hulk.
The Thor and Hulk. And he grabs him and starts smacking him down.
Fuck yeah.
That was the most brilliant scene in the MCU universe, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, it is overplayed and played and played and played
So
and played.
good.
It was so good, they made a joke about it later on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I mean, no, wait. It was, I guess the first time Hulk did
First
it.
time it was in Avengers.
Yeah, which, and he did it to Loki. Right.
Yeah.
That was great.
When the Hulk comes out and he thinks it's his friend, like, Hulk.
Yeah.
And I don't know what he else. Is he old Bruce? Or is he
Uh,
old Hulk or is he old Bruce? Or is it Scream?
I don't
Yes,
remember what
I don't
he
remember.
calls him.
But yeah, when
We're
he
friends
throws,
from work.
He throws, yeah. Oh
That-
my gosh.
I hated that. That
Banner.
line- I think that line is
yeah.
probably one of the worst in the
Yeah.
MCU. But I feel bad saying that
Really?
because the story behind that line was, I think that on set that day they brought in like a Make-A-Wish kid,
Oh no, kid.
and then the kid said he should say, "Hey, he's a friend from work." So that's why they put it in.
I liked
Oh
it.
no, kidding.
So-
It made him a little dumber.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
hey man, I didn't know anything about that,
Yeah.
but the line to me didn't bother
Yeah.
me.
But how about the haircut scene with Stan Lee?
Oh, that was awesome.
That was great. I love that movie.
Yeah.
Fuck, it was so good.
Going back to Thor 4 and James Gunn, I
Yeah.
also recently read that whenever James Gunn saw Endgame,
Yeah.
and at the end of Endgame, Thor goes with the Guardians off into space.
yeah.
And I guess James Gunn went to Marvel and said, "You need to get Thor out of the Guardians, or I'm not making the movie." And so then in Thor 4, right off the bat, they're like, "Okay, see you later."
That was pretty awesome.
But we didn't get to say what our favorite were yet.
Yeah.
Oh,
what's
no,
yours?
not yet.
So I remember I have two,
Okay.
and my first one I'm not sure if it's MCU.
Okay.
So this will be interesting.
Yeah.
Constantine. Is
Oh.
that MCU?
That's Dark Horse, which is the adult side of DC.
Okay, so okay, so it's DC related.
Yeah.
I knew it was a comic book. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't know
Yeah.
who made it.
I actually thought it was Marvel, so I was wrong.
Hellblazer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so but it's badass.
Mhm.
And you know what's the funny thing about I love Keanu Reeves. I
Oh,
love
yeah.
all his movies.
Yeah.
That man can do no wrong, right? That
Yeah.
being said, he had a couple shitty movies.
Well,
but
Constantine in the comic book was a blonde English guy.
Yeah.
well, I know. But you know what
Look
he
it
like?
up.
I saw him on an interview with Conan O'Brien. I think it was Conan O'Brien. I'm not 100% sure. It could have been one of the Jimmys. But they said if you could make one movie right now, and because he's at the height of his popularity, like it was after the third Matrix movie.
No.
Like
After John Wick.
After John Wick, and he's
Yeah.
like, if you could make it one movie, what would you like to make? And he said, if I'm being honest, the movie I really want to make is another Constantine.
I saw that. That was cool.
And I was like, how is and you know he was whoever he was talking to was like,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
if you're saying that, I'm sure somebody's gonna pick it up.
They
Still,
have
it's-
to.
but it's still they haven't.
Yeah,
right?
they still
It's
haven't.
been years. Like if
Yeah,
a director
I
heard
did-
that, I think that they would just be like like someone from the DC universe.
Sure.
Instead of making the second Aquaman,
Yeah,
they were like, well, no
Make
brainer.
Constantine.
I mean, this motherfucker can sell movies.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, it wasn't the character from the comic book
Right.
so much. It was, but man, Keanu Reeves
Yeah.
out of the park, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're a
I mean that
genius.
movie was awesome, and
Yeah.
and they picked great actors. That the lady who played the angel in the end. That
Oh yeah, she's
Tilda
awesome.
Swinton.
God,
God,
that girl.
she can play anything.
Yeah.
It was she's amazing.
Yeah.
She's an amazing actress.
Yeah.
They just had the right people in the right cast and that. And I
That's
really
true.
feel like if they did it again, then if it is the DC franchise, they would get back on top. I mean that movie would
Oh,
be
it definitely
amazing.
helped.
Everybody would go to that.
Oh yeah.
I think
Yeah, for sure.
Especially with his popularity with
they tried a
John Wick.
TV
Right.
series based on Constantine, and it didn't go well.
Oh really?
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
I never got to see any of them.
I didn't either.
Nah.
So anyway, my
Yeah.
real pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My real pick is I'm gonna say X-Men First Class.
Interesting.
That
was good. It was beautiful.
And I
to
guess
watch.
technically MCU now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've always been because they got right.
Well, we saw that team in Deadpool.
Yeah.
Deadpool's
Oh yeah.
now in-
So it is MCU.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Marvel.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is now.
Marvel.
It is now.
Yeah.
I mean, well, no, hang on though. I mean,
Fox-
we guys talking about the movie.
Stop.
X-Men has always
That-
been Marvel.
Marvel
Yeah,
comics,
yeah,
but not
Comics.
movies.
Right.
Yeah, it was Fox.
So
Yeah.
Fox
Who
owned
made-
them.
Yeah.
They bought them though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that and I'm not talking about the First Class is not the first three original X-Men.
Oh, I know.
It was later on,
Yeah.
so I don't know what time that
Yeah.
period was, but I just love those characters and the how they represented the Banshee. And they're like
Yeah.
I've always like when I
Yeah.
like I know I keep saying I'm a big fan of different comic books. X-Men is another one of my big fans. I love
Yeah.
X-Men. Who doesn't?
I had
right?
a
Yeah.
subscription for years.
I seen all.
Yeah.
I used to read all their books.
Love
and, yeah, it's so good.
Love it.
So that would be my
If
pick.
you're just sticking to X-Men, I think I would say Days of Future Past.
That was a great one
No,
too.
that one was
I mean,
amazing.
yeah,
That's mine.
it's hard
Yeah.
to say the difference.
Yeah.
Like, but they were all good. I thought they were all excellent,
Oh, yeah.
They were.
except for
Kevin,
Phoenix.
Kevin
Yeah.
Bacon was
Phoenix,
in-
Dark Phoenix.
I didn't
Dark
watch that
Phoenix.
one.
It was okay.
It was okay. Now they made it sound like it was the worst fucking movie
Yeah,
ever.
it wasn't
Yeah.
that
It
bad.
wasn't that bad.
No.
It was okay.
Yeah.
So what's yours?
Yeah.
MCU, it's so tough, but
Yeah.
I think I have to go with Endgame
Oh wow.
because
It's big.
yeah, I think most people would say Infinity War, and Infinity War is amazing. It was better than Endgame, but to me, I have to go with Endgame just because it was an Avengers movie.
Yeah.
Infinity War, they're never together.
No, they weren't.
So you're
You're right.
you're
They
an
told-
Avengers.
Avengers Endgame.
That's
For
fucking-
sure.
No, you're an Avengers fan though.
Oh yeah,
You know what's funny about that?
Yeah.
Your cousin,
yeah.
Nate, same way. That motherfucker, like, if it didn't have Iron Man in it, he didn't give a fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was all about the
That's-
Avengers.
That's how I started because Iron Man.
That's how my boy got into it.
Oh man, that movie.
Did Nate have to introduce you to it? I was curious. Or did
no.
you see something like at his house, maybe comic books, or I didn't know.
I don't think so. How I saw Iron Man was, well, I won't say who. Someone I know showed up. We were going to watch movies outside of a family gathering.
yeah.
And he was like, "Hey, I have I don't know where he got it. He's like, I have this like someone filmed in the movie theater
Shut up.
of Iron Man before it came out to DVD."
Are you
Yeah.
shitting me?
That'd
Yes.
be huge.
It was a good idea not to say a name on that one.
Yeah. Someone
That's good
I
thinking.
may or
Someone
may
that we
not
don't know. That this is a fairy tale he's
Yeah,
telling.
yeah. I made this up.
Copyright.
Don't fact check it.
You don't fact check it. You can't anyway. But so what? So you go watch the movie with this kid?
Oh yeah, we all watched it, and it was just amazing.
Oh man, we.
So that
went
was the
to
first time you were
theater to see
introduced.
it.
Yeah. Was to the Iron Man movie.
I bought the comics. I didn't have
Yeah.
a subscription, but I have a stack.
Yeah.
And oh my god,
Dude, when the movie came out, I was so psyched because I love Iron Man as well.
Oh,
I mean, I'm not
fuck
the
yeah.
biggest fan as Nate was, but I love him, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And when they had Robert Downey Jr., I thought this is going to be good. I thought he's gonna knock us out of the park. But when he did he actually made the iron suit, and it looked almost exactly like the fucking comic book. I was like, "Are you kidding me?" And how he did it, and how they filmed it, it was the best. I mean, that was it for me. He was awesome. I was an Avengers fan. You know what I mean?
Yeah, everything about it, and then at the end, him just saying, "I am Iron Man," and telling everybody.
Oh,
and then ching.
No, there were no superhero movies where the guy was saying, "Yeah, I'm the superhero."
Yeah.
So
it was badass.
Good.
Yeah, the whole thing was badass.
I used to watch it at my little house. I created a man cave above the garage, and I had a projector up there, and I watched it over and over and over again.
I think people are thinking about it. He said little house. I keep thinking, grab my little hand. Fucking that scary movie.
He never said that.
Yeah, he did. When the guys fall out the window.
No, it's a Mandela effect.
He never said.
Take my little hand.
Take my strong hand.
Take my strong hand. He never said that.
No, it didn't. It's not.
No, I think he says take my little hand.
I always thought it was my strong hand.
Yeah, that's what it used to be. Mandela effect. I'm telling you.
There's gotta be. He's gotta have said it. Take my little hand. I hate to ask you.
Let's just check.
Let's just check because
this is too important.
This is too important. We gotta stop what we're doing. Everybody, calm down.
Yeah.
Because here's what I thought. You said take my strong hand.
Yeah.
But I thought he said take my little hand.
Oh,
so maybe the Mandela effect is you're thinking that it's strong hand. Maybe I'm right.
That's what is saying.
That's the Mandela effect. So if it's little hand, then I was correct.
Yeah.
So here, I'll play the scene real quick.
That's it.
Ow! Yeah. Oh, take my hand. Come on.
Okay.
You're gonna fall unless you take my hand.
Oh.
My other hand isn't strong enough. You take my little hand. No,
Take my little hand.
No, he didn't. He didn't say that.
Yeah.
Take my hand. No, give me your other hand. My other hand isn't strong enough. You take my little hand.
He take my little hand. I was right.
Wow.
So that's the Mandela effect.
That's amazing. Yeah, I always heard take my strong hand.
Right.
I was right.
You're right.
Holy shit. I never get anything right.
Just like he.
Hey, you gotta tell my boss about this in the morning.
Of all the things to get right.
Yeah. He always thinks I don't get anything right. Well, I got something right tonight.
Yeah,
And we got it on camera.
Yes, it's on camera. I'll fucking play it for him. Fuck that guy.
But
I didn't mean that.
Darth Vader never said, "Luke, I'm your father."
Yeah.
Which I remember.
I'm
Luke.
your father.
Yeah. There's a whole fucking shit ton of them. They're fantastic.
Yeah, we could probably do an episode on that.
Oh,
yeah, we really can. And you know why I feel really confident about it now?
Why?
What?
Because I got the little hand thing.
Yeah.
So maybe I will know how to spell Berenstein Bears.
You know
that might be a fun game. I'll have like a list of them.
Oh my god!
And then you guys have to guess.
We'll have some real and have some not real.
Yeah.
And you have to guess
What's
if it's
this,
real
you
or not
guys?
real.
I get to give you fuckers this quiz. I'm
okay.
the one that knows Mandela effect.
Okay. So
That's
you
fun.
need to come up with a list of like 12 things and have like half of them be a Mandela effect and half of them be real.
Yeah.
And see
And
if
then
we can guess what they are.
Yeah,
That'll be fun.
That's badass.
That'll be our comeback episode.
No, write that down. Because I know you're gonna forget
it's
it.
on video.
Well, that's true. I still feel like we're gonna forget it.
All right.
We might forget.
Okay.
You don't know. I mean, listen. I'm speaking on conscience. I'm telling you, I feel like it's gonna be funny.
Oh yeah, I think so.
And at least fun.
Yeah.
It's fun for me.
Right.
It might not be fun for Gordon.
That's why I bailed out of it.
Yeah.
Mandela Effect game show.
So what were we talking about?
So I think we were about ready to get off the MCU, but
Yeah, I think so.
I
was gonna say Endgame also has my favorite Iron Man armor from the movies because it had the gold arms and gold legs, so it was probably closest to like the classic.
Closest, yeah.
It's still not spot on. But.
They definitely gave the nod to the fans with it.
I really enjoyed it. I mean, it was badass.
Fuck yeah.
It was neat. You know what? Both those movies. You know the reason why I thought that both those movies were so good.
Why?
Is because they had every character.
Yeah.
Like anybody who did a show for them,
their entrance
was in it.
the final battle.
Yeah,
entrance
they all
was
started
amazing.
coming through the hole.
Both those movies are theater experiences that I still remember watching it with a crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I
know.
got to see Endgame with my son.
Oh yeah.
Fuck, and he's an Iron Man fan. And man, spoiler
Yeah.
this
Well,
shit.
yeah.
He's
Yeah,
dead.
he dies.
Fuck. And my boy did not take it well. And God bless him, his little heart was so broke.
Yeah. Those were sad scenes of the funeral scene and
Yeah, like half the
They
world
even-
died, you know?
They even brought back the kid from Iron Man 3,
yeah,
who's pretty much all grown up,
right.
standing at the funeral.
And then have since ignored him, unfortunately.
Yeah, you know.
They're like, we're gonna make a show about the next Iron Man. Like,
Eh?
yeah, the kid this whole time, but
The whole
okay,
time.
anyway.
Nope. All right. No, they're releasing Ironheart.
Yeah, I think it's today.
Yes.
No, wait, I don't know what that is.
It's a female Tony Stark.
Yeah, it's like the next Iron Man.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
it's
yeah, I didn't get. I
She
saw
was-
a review
she
on
was
it.
in the Black Panther.
yeah,
2
Black
movie.
Panther 2.
And I don't hate her.
I saw a review on it, and it didn't fend well.
Yeah.
Right.
Just
They weren't. It wasn't positive. I didn't see
gives-
any positive reviews. I've
give
seen
some
2.
time for us to
Those are
mourn
like the
that
toughest
character.
shoes to fill
Yeah.
Yeah.
right after Robert Downey Jr. finished.
Yeah.
Yeah, give it a little time.
Yeah. And the character in the comic books is fucking amazing.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
mean, it's
gonna watch the
recommended.
show.
Me too.
Well,
And we'll see how it is.
well, you guys are huge Iron Man fans, so
Yeah.
I would expect nothing less. But
Yeah.
what did I read? You guys were talking about that that Robert Downey Jr. is going to play Doom, but I did not see Doom in the Fantastic Four trailer, where she should be, because he's part of that universe.
The behind the scenes.
Is he in
says
that movie?
He's
No,
in
I don't-
the
well-
end credit scene. Like that little teaser.
Wait, shouldn't have given us spoilers like that.
Oh.
Well, is that a rumor? No one's seen this movie yet. It's
I think
not
that was a
out.
leak.
That's a leak.
Well, I thought it was a rumor, but
Oh,
Well, either way, we don't. Nobody fucking knows.
maybe it's not happening.
Maybe. I mean, we don't know, and you don't
Guess we'll
fact
see.
check us. So
well, you know, he was filming Doomsday before they started filming that.
Oh yeah, we know he's Doom.
and there's a new Avengers movie coming out, right?
Yeah. Doomsday.
Doomsday.
X-Men
It's gonna
and
be fucking
yeah,
amazing.
so he's making that
Yeah.
as well. So he's still gonna play Iron Man, but he's also gonna play the Doom,
No.
Doctor Doom.
I don't think he's playing Iron Man.
I don't know.
Why was he? Well, he was the only person in the commercial.
Yeah.
What commercial?
That little preview video. He's walking
Yeah,
by
as
Doom.
Yeah.
Oh, he is Doom.
He
Yeah.
is Doom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's Doctor Doom.
But
Yeah.
didn't you say there was something like where Doctor Doom was kind of like Iron Man in a multiple
Yeah,
universe?
there was.
Do you think that's what this is going to be?
There was the what was it
hope
called?
it's
That
something
comic
else.
book run.
The Ultimates?
No, not Ultimate.
What ifs?
Um,
What if?
not Invincible Iron Man. It started with an I. Infamous Iron Man.
Oh, right on. Okay.
And yeah, in that storyline, Doom is trying to become a good guy. Tony Stark had died, so he takes up the mantle as Iron Man.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of the armor is awesome, and Axel made
It
me
is.
the helmet. He
Yeah.
3D printed me the helmet, which is now in my office at work.
I think it turned out pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like a combination of Doom and Iron Man. So he has the armor
Yeah.
and the hood, but he can do magic and stuff.
Yeah, what was
It's
Doom's
really
power? I
cool.
thought like it was like
Magic.
magnet. Oh, magic. I thought it was
Yeah.
magnets.
In the comic
or-
books, he was a
No, that's Magneto.
He was a
I
master.
know, but I
of
thought
martial arts.
I thought he had some magnetism or something.
I don't think.
Well, I watched all the Fantastic Four movies. He was in almost all of them.
Yeah,
what the fuck did he do?
in the first one,
He was metal.
He
Like,
was
and
the
he could
Fantastic Four with Chuckless as the Thing.
Oh yeah.
Doctor Doom in that, his skin was turned into shiny metal.
Yeah, and he
and-
could like shoot like lightning and
Lightning and shit, and he's right.
Oh,
that,
yeah.
a fork was attracted to him.
stuff. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. So
that's legit. But that had
That's
a
where
great
you're getting
fucking
that from.
fight scene when Doom was fighting the Thing and they were falling down through.
Yeah.
Okay,
Jesus
so
H.
he says he can manipulate energy, create force fields, teleport, even travel through time. But his armor gives him physical strength, shit like that.
He's
I
never
thought that-
in a place. He's always got a Doombot that's pretending to be him. Fucking, he uses AI and robots. He didn't know how I feel.
I thought the Doom in those movies looked amazing.
I thought he did too. I didn't like him in Fantastic. The one
The one with
2019 maybe.
the Miles Teller one.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I didn't.
It was fine.
I liked how
I didn't need to see that fucking story.
menacing he was. Like
He
that
was.
scene where he's
He
like walking
was.
through the hallway, just like evaporating
Just
everyone.
fucking
I was like,
people
oh,
up, man.
this
He was
is
killing some
badass.
motherfuckers. It was dope.
No, yeah. So all I was saying is, in the new trailer for the Fantastic Four,
Yeah.
Doom's not in it.
No.
Oh right,
Yeah,
right.
So, and I thought that's the character he was going to play. But, if he's in Avengers and he's playing, how are they going to pull that off?
Did you?
He's playing Doom
Yeah,
in the Avengers.
Avengers.
The Avengers.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Like, if he takes his helmet off, that's Tony Stark. What happened?
Yeah, I don't know.
Think, yeah.
So
That's what we're all waiting to see.
Did you see the Fantastic Four trailer where they redid the first issue of the Fantastic Four with that monster coming
Oh
up?
no!
It looks so fucking amazing. It looks just like the comic book cover. It's fucking
Oh, yeah.
amazing. Yeah. Fucking totally worth it.
Well, should we? We're about 40 minutes in. Should we go to your topic, or do we want to talk about something else and save that for the bonus?
Yeah, let's do that. What are we going to talk about?
Wait.
Wait. I do have something I want to talk about.
Tell it.
Okay.
And you know what? Here's the shit. I wanted to look this up before I talked about it. Like,
Yeah.
so I would do something for once. I thought maybe I'll do some research for once.
Maybe I'll do some nerd work.
Yeah, but you can tell how much I do that. I didn't even do what I wanted to do, so I didn't even look this up. But I was wondering. All right, so I heard somebody in another podcast actually talk about the color purple and why it's royal, right? Like why it's always associated with a royal color, right?
It is.
Yeah,
So
it is.
yeah, the
It must
queen.
be hard to make or some shit, right?
Okay, so I thought maybe it was difficult to duplicate.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They say that statistically, the color purple on the planet Earth is the most rare of all the colors.
I was just saying because you don't really see
So
it
you don't see it,
in-
right?
in nature
Sure.
much.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
some flowers or something. But
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it was such a rare color
Yeah.
yeah.
that they gave it to royalty. Like, it was hard to get it, it was hard to make it, and it was very rarely seen. So
Yeah.
you wanted your king and queen to have it on.
And it's not like back then they could go online and see all these pictures of purple stuff.
Yeah, but you would.
Yeah, I'll
think
get this off Etsy.
What about these people fucking painting fucking pictures, blue and red, bitch?
Oh yeah. That's
Yeah.
a good point.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So anyway.
I didn't never woven a piece of article of clothing before.
Right,
Yeah, me
no
neither.
one's blaming you for it.
I wasn't.
I wasn't. I thought, that's fine if you did. Either way.
Everybody's got a hobby, right?
Everybody's got to do something.
Yeah. That's
So
why.
anyway, I was watching this, and that guy had mentioned that. And I thought, okay, let's think about this for a second.
Yeah.
Let's put some thought into this one.
Okay. Put on your thinking caps.
Listen, boys, I'm not expecting this to last 20 minutes, but I do want to talk about this.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, I was thinking, okay, maybe I am an 11-year-old Dutch boy.
Maybe.
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 I'm just listen. I'm trying to think
in
of
a
things.
multiverse.
And yeah, listen.
You're a little
I'm trying to
Dutch
paint a
boy, yo.
picture.
Yeah.
So I'm this 11-year-old Dutch boy in wherever.
In Deutschland.
In Deutschland.
Yeah.
Or where the fuck Dutch people are from. So we have a lot of Pennsylvania Dutch. That's why I bring it up.
Yeah. So
And-
we're allowed to say that.
Yeah, we're allowed to say that because we're Pennsylvania Dutch. But we're not. But we know some.
They exist. You know.
So anyway, it was possible. It was possible at a time before media. Now, media kind of ruined a lot of
Yeah.
splendors for a lot of people. You
Fuck
know,
some good stories up, yo.
right?
Yeah.
So, if it was a time before media, you could live in a place like, I don't know, and just pick a place and
Deutschland.
go through your life
Who knows?
and never see the color purple. Think about it, because there's no media. There's no media,
You've never seen the movie.
No,
And-
Prince didn't exist
not-
in this
Right.
one.
and I'm not talking about the movie.
God,
with
it
Whoopi
was.
Goldberg which I thought it was a great movie.
Yeah.
It was a fan. Have you seen it?
Oh,
Did
I
you
was
see the
thinking
original?
of Purple
Or
Rain.
you see
I've seen parts of it.
I was gonna say I wasn't sure. Remade it, I think.
Right.
They made us watch it in school.
Oh really?
I've
Oh
seen
yeah,
that,
I think
I've
maybe
seen
they
that
did.
over and over again.
Oh,
They
yeah.
did
Yeah.
make us watch that in school. You're absolutely right about
Yeah,
that.
they let us know.
Well,
we're done
was
fucked
because
up.
of your school colors.
Purple and gold.
Where, yeah, it had purple in it, so maybe that's
Yeah.
why I had to watch it.
Yeah, we're I don't know. Maybe. Could be. So, anyway, isn't that interesting? They call. Okay. Anyway, I'm not gonna get on that tough subject, but what the hell? So anyway, jeez, I know I keep saying that, but I mean, stop talking. You guys would stop talking and let me talk.
I think it was.
So it fascinated me. It fascinated me that you could go your entire life without seeing a certain color.
Yeah.
Now let's think about this in a different aspect.
Okay.
We have a color wheel now, right?
Right. We've all seen it.
We all seen it, and we think with that color wheel we got them all.
Right.
That we got access to every color
We
that's
have
possible
to.
to see with the human eye.
Yeah.
My one thing is now we've seen every color on our planet.
Mm-hmm.
That can't necessarily mean that is all the colors.
Mm.
So isn't it kind of mind-boggling just to think that maybe there's a color out there even in another universe that we've
Yeah, that
never
we've never
seen
seen.
before, and what would it look like? I mean, and how would we interpret it? Would we just call it another shade of something?
Right.
It just boggles my mind to think about that.
Right.
There could be more colors.
Well, there's a thing about ancient people that they couldn't see the color blue because they didn't have a word for it. It was another shade of gray or whatever.
You're saying that the
But
people where they seen the spaceship are saying
No, I'm
this.
talking actual history.
I thought you said spaceship. Did he say spaceship? What did you say? Listen, all right, back up then. I'm sorry, back up. So these people saw what? What did they see that was blue?
They classified it as another shade of gray.
No, I know, but
So
what
they
did
didn't have blue.
So they didn't have.
Oh, so
blue.
somebody was coming in with a blue T-shirt on and said, you know,
What's this?
lick it, and then
See,
Or
there's
like
actual
cinnamon, right?
scientific studies on this, and I know I'm not conveying it well, but it's a legitimate hypothesis of how ancient people could see.
well, okay, so
Look,
because they didn't know the word for it.
that's what I think it is.
Yeah.
I think it's that simple.
I think it's that simple as
Yeah.
well.
I mean, obviously they saw blue.
That's
It's like
saw
the blue
blue.
sky.
This is gray.
Yeah.
That's light
But they
gray,
just didn't have a word
right?
for it, so.
Yeah. But there's more to it.
To the colors.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you're fucking here because this is what I wanted to talk about. So expand then, because I'm telling you, I feel like there could possibly be a color out there. But then you think about how the wheel works. Like we play video games, and you can change colors, and there's a big fucking
Yeah.
wheel
Right.
with all the colors.
Yeah.
And it feels like you can move through thousands of colors.
Right.
And it's like almost infiniteless. You
Yeah.
know, but it's not. But there is so many different shades.
You eventually fold back in on yourself.
Right.
Like, so how
Is
could
how
there
I think
possibly
it
be
works.
one more color?
I don't know.
Yeah.
How could it possibly be?
I don't know.
But I still wonder if it's possible.
There probably
because-
is.
People are still studying that. I'm telling you.
Didn't they just come up with create a new color? It was like a weird shade of blue. I thought I saw a
that
headline
sounds
about
fucking
that.
familiar, yo.
Let me see if I can find that real quick.
Oh, maybe we're still in the. And when I kind of say that, I don't necessarily mean like a new shade of blue. I mean like
Right.
a whole color that we
Right.
don't know what it is or
Yeah,
whatever.
that we couldn't
Or
figure
you
out how
couldn't-
to get
You
to.
couldn't describe it.
Right.
So what were you?
Maybe
You were
that-
going to say something. What were you going to say about the colors? You said you had more
Oh.
information about that.
I don't remember.
So, okay. So this was
Good sponsor.
in May 2nd.
Maybe.
A new color has just been discovered. So it was a new shade of, it was a greenish blue. I'm trying to see if they have I guess it's something like that.
Okay. It looks almost luminous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A new color has just been discovered, but you won't be able to add it to your home's decorating palette anytime soon. As of now, it can only be seen after you look directly into a laser light.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Are you kidding me? So it's not.
So looking into a laser activates a specific cone within the participants' eyes, allowing them to see this new color that no one else can see.
All
Are
right,
you shitting me?
I am going to bring a fucking laser.
We're testing it.
Wait, no, hang on.
Shoot
Hang
me in
on.
the fucking eye.
I'm the only one here wearing glasses. I ain't shooting shit in my eyeballs. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
So you gotta shoot a
that's
laser in
crazy.
your eye to see the color?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Who the fuck figured that out?
I don't. Hey,
Probably
this-
some kid.
Yeah.
Oh.
Holy shit! Look at that!
Look at that
It's
color.
glowing. Yeah, that's stupid. They told us. They told me my whole life lasers are bad. Don't put them in your eyeball.
Right.
Yeah.
And now I'm gonna shoot one in there so I can see the color.
You know
Yeah,
what?
I want to see it.
I think it was a government cover-up. 'Cause they didn't want people discovering this color.
Yep, there you go. Danger.
Oh.
That's what all those fucking signs
New
say.
conspiracy. That's
I
a
do it
verbal
anyway.
copyright.
Listen. Yeah. Also,
We started it.
Also, don't go to your house and start putting laser beams in your eyeballs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't.
We
For
don't.
real.
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck.
Don't do that.
And don't do that, and don't fact check us.
I'll let you know how it works.
You can fact check that the laser's bad for you, but
Yeah, well, yeah, you can. Fact check that. But this is not a new color. But did you guys see that fucking black? It's like a. They say this guy took a basketball and he painted. It's a scientist, and he painted it with his fucking black spray, and it was like an empty void in the picture.
Oh, that's.
And it's like
I know
it's
what
like
you're
it
talking
looked,
about.
It looked. It was beyond black. It was
Wow.
like
Yeah.
It was like empty. You
It's
couldn't
the
fucking
darkest-
see it.
It is so matte.
People who
It's-
have a lot of money,
It's amazing.
they take your fancy sports cars, and they
Yeah.
paint them that fucking black, and it's like almost dangerous.
wow.
Yeah.
You feel like you can put your hand through it. It is
It's
unreal.
cool
Wow.
as shit.
You've never seen it?
I don't think so.
It's amazing.
crazy.
What the hell was that called?
It's just search darkest black made, and it's man made. I mean,
Not
it doesn't.
MAID.
Yeah.
Oh, it auto corrected.
What was I gonna say? Not to change subject while you look that up, but one thing I've always wanted to try is a sensory deprivation tank.
Oh my god, me too.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
There's a YouTube channel, something Rogue, Modern Rogue,
Yeah.
and they did that, but they did an experiment with something you can do at home.
Oh,
and they
yeah?
use white noise. If I can find it, we'll link it.
Yeah.
Right, so you can check it out. And they started tripping balls, kind of.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you the picture of the scientist holding the basketball.
Okay.
After he
Wow.
painted it.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, it looks like they just edited out the picture.
Yeah. It
Wow.
it is that black.
That's incredible.
Look at amazing.
They make
that.
black cars out of those too. I really want you to see one of the
It
fucking
looks like
cars.
a hole in space.
Yeah.
But
It
honest to
just-
God,
it's-
you can't buy it. I mean you can.
You can, but it's like a fucking shit ton of
Unreal.
money.
really?
Yeah,
it's an
like for-
unreal.
Yeah.
It must be so because it has to be manufactured. Like the scientists that I showed you with the basketball.
Yeah.
Like they're the ones who invented this color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Also, I like that. As long as if you say it was a scientist or by a scientist, then it's
Yeah.
suddenly like this
Oh,
guy was
okay.
painting a basketball black. He was a scientist. Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Well,
Like,
that- that's perfect.
Oh, it was for science.
Oh,
Okay.
Well,
so it wasn't like a 12-year-old boy. That's gonna be black.
I
You
know a
know,
little
see
bit
nothing.
about that. It's a round three-dimensional object, and that's
So
even if you have a square, you'll see it moving. The basketball gives you a little more illusion.
right. So that helps.
How insane!
Do you think they
It's
use
like a
that
hole in space, man.
to like
It's fucking
paint
dope.
stealth bombers though? Like if you painted your vehicle in that and then flew at night, you feel like it'd be in.
I feel like the government would use something like that.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look like it does. Like I've seen
No.
stealth bombers.
It's
They don't look like
amazing.
this.
No.
It's so
But-
trippy.
That is so
Oh yeah,
fucked up.
I bet you're flying so high you don't even see the planes anyway. It's more radar.
I mean, it
Well,
literally
I would
looks like you
imagine.
cut a piece out of the it's.
yeah, it looks like you went and edited the picture and took out the car.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's insane.
Wow.
And
That-
it's just this space. It absorbs light.
Yeah.
It's Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
There's some really amazing
But that's not
YouTube
what I was.
videos.
Yeah,
about it.
that's why I wasn't
So
bringing that
cool.
up for the. That has nothing to do with like a new color. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
That's just a more black.
Yeah.
Right? And eventually,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it can get any blacker than that. If I'm
I
being
don't know.
honest.
I don't know.
Yeah. That's fucking dope.
Yeah,
though,
that's
right?
crazy.
But yeah, I just thought it would be interesting to think that there's like maybe in another universe there's a color we've never seen,
Yeah.
and maybe a lot of different ones, right? Like maybe a lot of them.
Or what if there's just another universe where they just named all the colors different names, like green is red and
Yeah.
blue is yellow in that universe?
Yeah.
I'd have to slap a bitch. I couldn't handle that. Like
We'd have to take them out.
we had to think about that. So that would be an act of violence for war. I'm fucking with my head. But I actually had a friend growing up, Chip. He's a good guy, and he was really good in art, right? He was in a band with my brother,
He was.
Yeah.
who plays the song. I gotta give him kudos
Yep.
once in a while.
Yep, he plays our
He-
intro.
He
and
never
outro.
asked for a dime. Thank God, because we don't have one. But so Chip was a really good painter, and his paintings were so unique. Sorry,
That's
Wow.
red.
the cat wants in. Get in
There you
here.
go.
Come on, silly.
I'll leave it up in a little bit.
There you go.
Anyway, Chip was a really good painter,
Yeah.
and he was colorblind. So to him,
Oh.
and so it was so fascinating.
Wow.
Like he
That
would,
would be
and
interesting.
he would paint pictures in his house, in his bedroom, and you go up there and you see a picture of outside his room, but the grass was blue,
Wow.
the sky was pink.
No kidding.
And he had that. So the colors on the painting was
That's-
how he
That could be
actually
cool,
saw
though.
things.
Yeah.
That was the colors he saw them.
That's cool.
And I thought that is neat as fuck.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it is.
So
Huh. That's really cool.
yeah.
I'm gonna be googling that shit.
You know what? There's probably a lot of them out there. Maybe there's more of them.
Maybe.
I mean,
Yes.
I gotta imagine there's colorblind artists out there that,
Yeah.
that paint different colors because of what they see.
If you know any, have them call in and
Leave
tell
a
us
message.
about it.
Yeah, dude, that would be badass.
Yeah.
I want to see the painting.
888.
Yeah.
In fact, I'll tell you right now, I'm looking to commission a painting. I'm now. Let's not raise eyebrows. Everybody knows what I do for a living. But I would paint $200 to $300 to a beginning artist
Right.
to paint me. I want to get like so in my kitchen down below. I have this painting of this beautiful landscape, like it's all blue, and my son's best friend's grandfather painted it. And it's nice.
Yeah.
But I want like a castle scene, but I want those vibrant colors.
Yeah.
You know, and that's all. I want it to be like mostly colorful and with the heavier on the oil. But I don't know. So I don't even know why I talked about it. You know, I in the hopes that someday I want to, like it's like you have the trees on the sides. They go like this. I'm going to describe it. Like why not?
Yeah. Yeah. Someone's listening. They want
somebody's
to take a shot
listening,
at it.
That's right.
So the trees are going to be on the side of the canvas. They're going down like this. Right?
Okay.
And then there's going to be like a little bit of grass going up or whatever. You know, you're coming out of the forest is what's happening.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
coming out of the forest.
Okay.
And then you see the sky off in the distance.
Yeah.
But beyond that, there's like a hill kind of. It's probably a mountain. I don't know, but it's like a hill
Okay.
because it has grass on it, and it goes up by this high, and then there's a castle on top.
Oh,
And I
okay.
thought that would be a badass one to hang.
Yeah, that would be.
So, and if somebody's listening, I would pay for that, and we will hang it right here during the show.
Possibly.
Possibly, we're probably not gonna do that. I'm gonna
Don't
I'm
fact
gonna,
check that.
Don't fact check that. I will hang it in my kitchen above my
Yeah.
stove. It will still be appreciated.
And we'll put it on our Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will do that.
Yeah,
Pretty
for
dope.
sure.
And you're gonna get here's the other thing. You're gonna get paid for it, and you're gonna get all the hype that comes from
Yes.
from all of our listeners.
From all of our followers.
you might get
That's
50 people calling you.
you can't put a price on that.
You can't put who could put a price on that?
I wouldn't put a price on it.
I wouldn't dare.
Would you go in a sensory deprivation tank?
I would not.
Really?
Yeah, that's
I'd
not
love
my
to
I
jam.
try
would like
one.
to.
That's not my jam.
Do they like those saltwater ones where you
Yeah.
just float?
I
and
looked.
it's all
I
black?
looked into them. You can get, a poor man's version, but you're still
Yeah.
looking at like $700.
I think there's
And
one.
What's the benefit?
in like
What's
the
the
Pittsburgh
benefit
area?
of this?
Just to experience complete
100%.
darkness and zero sound.
They say you
and
can
just
hear
like be
the blood
floating.
going through your veins.
That's
and shit.
that
sounds awesome.
That
To me, that
does.
sounds
I'm
so dumb.
so
I
curious.
really wouldn't want to. You know what? I'm taking it back. I won't say dumb. It almost sounds scary, right?
It could be.
If you're thinking about like like I feel like I'm a normal person, but
Oh,
I
boy.
feel like that would freak me the fuck out. And why would I want to do that?
It might.
Hey, there's a university out there that built the world's quietest room.
I'd like to. That would be cool too.
I watched videos, and
I don't
people
get
would
the
get
fact-
physically nauseous.
Like
in
you
it.
Yeah.
walk in and you like can't even hear yourself talk.
See,
Yeah.
that's insane. Like to me, that's
That
like.
sounds cool.
I
does
think
it?
it would be neat.
Yeah.
Now
I
here's
would
the thing.
like to experience it.
I wonder if, like, after experiencing that,
Yeah.
I wonder if people who are actually deaf are that deaf. You
Oh,
know, because you say like it makes
don't
you
know.
nausea and stuff like that.
that's a good point.
I mean, maybe that deaf isn't as deaf as complete. Like maybe they can still hear like a wind whistling or
or is
something.
it because for people who were born deaf, they've never heard anyway, so they're just used to it?
I
Maybe.
would
But
assume
people become deaf.
That's
as
true.
well.
That's true.
So I mean, you would be the same thing. Like
Yeah.
they wouldn't. That's what I'm saying. I wonder if it's more deaf than deaf.
Right? I don't know.
That'd be fucking tough as a kid.
That might be.
Who decides that?
I think that's a good band name. More deaf than deaf.
Ooh,
That
I
is a
like
good
it.
band name.
Copyright.
Copyright it. Stop.
If you want to use that band name,
Yes, that's
reach
us.
out to us.
Yep, reach out to us. You can borrow it
It's
for
a
a
small-
small fee.
It's a
You can rent it.
Oh, it's a subscription, you know.
yeah. I need to get it cooler up here somehow. But no, that's an interesting thought.
Yeah, it is.
You know, I wonder if they've done studies on that. That you would almost think you'd have
You'd
to.
think they would have
because
to.
after somebody got in that room and he got a little bit nauseous or whatever, it's like, okay, wait.
It's at
Maybe-
a university,
Yeah, I don't
so
know.
they have to study it.
Right.
I bet you.
Otherwise, what are they doing?
I bet you there's an answer to this
I-
question.
I bet
Oh, I'm sure.
That's interesting.
we'll never know.
Yeah, we're not going to look it up. So. But wait, Nick, do you want to just say what you think it is? So we'll just call that's what it is.
Oh, yeah, it's. What are we talking about? If there's research done.
if deaf people aren't as deaf as in that
Oh,
room.
oh, yeah, deaf people aren't as deaf as true deaf.
Oh, okay. See, right
Right.
there it is. I mean,
Yeah, even I mean, deaf people still get a vibration through their ear canal.
now
But when you're in that room, there's not even a vibration getting back to
that's
you.
it.
I bet you that's it. You know, you just made something up that's probably true. That's
Yeah.
pretty good. Yeah. Don't look it up. We're saying probably true. We ain't saying absolutely.
Right.
This is the part of the episode where that sticks out.
Do we have anything else?
That was done.
I'm good. You got anything else,
Good.
Axel?
I don't think so.
All right. We're going to talk about the nuclear Boy Scout
Yeah.
Should we cut
in the
this?
bonus episode.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So,
So, as always, thanks for listening and watching. The podcast is on Podbean, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. The full video episodes are on YouTube. The other stuff is everywhere else.
everywhere, Facebook,
Yeah.
Instagram, fuck yeah, TikTok.
Look anywhere you want.
Yeah,
You'll find us.
come and see.
And as always, thanks for watching.
Bye.